I know it's boring news when someone tells you fall in love with the journey and not the price. Because we grew up in the environment where everything was price-based. The harder you work, the more money you have. The more you study, the better grades you have. If you are an athlete, the more goals you have, a better soccer player you are. The more hoops you score, the better basketball player you are. So it's very simple how our mindset has been developed in a way that the prize really defines who you are, not the journey. But we have to change that. If you want to really get somewhere in life, the first thing you really want to teach yourself is that the journey is where it is. And I know it sounds like a broken record. I sound like a broken record. How is journey even important if I'm not getting the price that I'm getting? Because the life is not in the micro, it's in a macro process. So you have to take out that lens that people have built into you and the mindset that people have built into you. You have to have a macro lens, meaning you're not seeing today for today, you're seeing today in the whole scheme of things. So imagine if you are 21 years old per se, and you're born with the mindset that you have right now, right? Everything that you have at 21, your mindset, you know how pretty you are, how ugly you are, what is right about your body, what is right about your body. You know everything about it, right? And now you get to keep it when you're born again. So let's say 21 was the day, you died, you just come back into this world again. You're 0 years old, but your brain is 21 years old. Your body is now on a journey. Why? Because the first time as you age, you're going to start to speak, but you don't know how to speak. You don't know how to speak, so that's going to be a hard lesson. But your 21-year-old self is going to be like, bro, you're stuttering. You're not doing a good job. Don't speak. Don't speak. You're never going to speak all your life. Second of all, you're going to start walking or wanting to try to crawl. But a child doesn't have the information of the fruit. It just knows that right now he wants to do it, and this is very important, and they want to get to that toy, so they start crawling. But because you have a 21-year-old mindset already in your mind, you think you're failing every time you fall down. So every time you're falling down, you're thinking you're failing, because you're only looking at the fruit. Fruit for you is being able to walk to that toy and get to it. But for a child, they're very, very journey focused. They just want to get to it. And in order to get to it, if they have to walk, fall down, whatever, they're enjoying it because they're having a laugh, and they fall down, they stand up, they get in there. So your brain is literally so trained to go for the product, and then you're so focused on it that it really takes away all the fun from the journey. So breaking it all down, coming forward right now, what you should do, how I achieve it or how I see it in my life, is one of the most important things that you really need to do is focus on what you want to do. Of course, have your eyes on the prize for sure all the time, but enjoy the damn journey. Because it is possible that something that you're really aiming at may not even happen in your life because it was never meant for you. But the process will teach you. How I know it? I started a couple of businesses in my life in the past. I have failed them. I have closed them. I've shut up those businesses. I had to move. I had to pay storage fees, all of that craziness. Hundreds and thousands of dollars of debt that I had to move. But you know what that taught me? That made me a better business person. That's what I believe, because that was my journey. The result may have been that that product needs to sell that I had started and launched in 2016 or 17. But I had to sell that company. I had to come out of that business because that process taught me different skill sets that I use today to get to where I am or where I'm getting. And still today, there are days I wake up and I feel like crap because I'm not able to achieve the things that I think I should have, but still fall in love with the journey. Because you have to know that today is making you into a person that can cope up with crap in the future. There are days when I fold my hands and I ask God for guidance and love. And at that time, I know this day is going to be hard. This day is going to be hard. Nothing's going to go to plan maybe. Because the journey teaches me to be a stronger individual, a stronger entrepreneur per se, that who can handle with harder situations in the future. Because if I'm excelling at everything I'm doing, I'm not growing. In order for you to be successful, you need to fail. And failing is part of the journey. Don't worry about the price so much. Keep your eyes on it, aim at it, keep working hard on it, but do not get in a way or feel like crap just because you're not able to achieve the goals that you think you should. Love the journey. Once you fall in love with the journey, you will make a bigger, better, stronger person of yourself. Good luck with everything. Follow for more life advice without any bullshit. We keep it straightforward, and I'll tell you what I've learned in my life. I'm no guru, but let's go from here. Take care. Hit that follow. Have a good day.